wore the crown of thorns for us, that we may be saved, that here the thoughts may be broken, that we may not be bound by the law. Remember, there was the law. There was knowledge that time. Do not do that. There were ceremonial laws, cleansing laws. Remember, but Jesus had to deal with that first before the covenant can be complete. He dealt with the mind first. That's what he did. He dealt with the mind. That you may not be bound by the law, but you might be bound by what? Grace and his righteousness. Carried the cross. The cross is heavy. He carries our burdens. The Lord, he says, cast all your burdens unto him, and he will sustain us. So if you have a burden, cast it to the Lord, and he will sustain it for you. That's why he carried the cross for you. The burden that you have, the stuff that you are going through, cast it to him, and he will sustain it. He was nailed on the cross. He became sin. Do you know that was the only moment that was the only moment when he felt the love of God depart from him. At that moment, that's when he became sin. He became sin, you know that? Jesus. That's when he cried out, Lord, Lord, why have you forsaken me? Because he took the sin, took your position, you took it for himself. And he dragged all that to hell for us.
When I place something in the position of the shepherd, then that is what leads me. So if it is fear, if fear is my shepherd, where will I be led to? If lack is my shepherd, what will I be led to? If poverty is my shepherd, are you with me? I lack nothing. Not because I can pray or worship or dance or wave a flag. Not because I can prophesy. Not because I turned to a neighbor. Because he is my shepherd. And this is all we need to know. We need to know, recognize, and identify, recognize, accept, acknowledge who is or what is leading in my life. I might be a wandering sheep, but he is always the shepherd. And when I recognize his leadership, his lordship as master of my life, as Brother Stephen said, he is the word. So what posture can the word of God not bring me into? I want to tell you something. Even if, and I doubt this very, very highly, but even if you could recognize what's around you, and you saw thorns and thistles, and it seemed very, very dry, just hypothetically, and you standing on that dry ground, and nothing seems to be alive, you still have green pasture, because the Lord will produce it by your own lips. You'll look at that thorn, you'll look at that dry ground, and by the authority of Jesus Christ, under the covenant of the blood, I speak, and what I speak to has to obey. Not because I've been serving Jesus for 10 years or 100 years. You do not get more authority because you walk longer. Hello? You get more authority because you base who you are on the word.